everybody! So, it's been a while since I've done a little tag video, and this one was actually going around my Facebook, of all places. I know, weird, right? But I don't even know, it's not even super relevant because we're not yet quite back to school, and we haven't been out of school for that long. It's the middle of July, so what better time to do a tag about your senior year of high school. But I figured it might be kind of interesting to see what the comparisons and, basically what it was like back then and how it is now. So I have a list of 22 questions that I copied over, and I will post the blank in the description if you guys want to check it out. But to start out, my senior year of high school was 2004.
Mine was 2006. Yeah. I'm here too.
Yeah, Karen's here too.
I'll be providing short answers because I don't want to.
So, the year was 2004. Did you know your spouse? No. No, seeing as how I don't have a spouse yet, no, I didn't know him.
She does have someone she's seeing.
Yeah,
and engaged to,
I didn't know my fiancé. I wouldn't meet him until much later because we met on Tinder. Did you carpool to school? Yes, if you count riding the bus as a carpool. I did not get my driver's license until May of my senior year, and by then it was really stupid to try to hold a parking space hostage, because there was a parking space raffle.
Yeah, it was $140.
Yeah, and you could park there all year and that'd be fine, but I didn't have a car, I didn't have a license. It wasn't worth it for me. Occasionally, kind friends would give me a ride home from school because they felt bad that I was a senior taking the bus. But whatever. It was free.
Very loserly to take the bus.
It was majorly loserly to take the bus as a senior. What kind of car did you have? Well, when I finally did get a car, I purchased a 1995 Eagle Summit. And I'll actually pop in a picture of my car. I loved it. I called it the Communist Manifesto because it was red. Commie. It was great. I loved it. I drove it all through college, and
it was a fun little car.
It was a zippy little car. It had a leak. It definitely had a leak and would get water in the trunk all the damn time. But I sold it to my ex-boyfriend.
First Dad was using it.
Oh yeah, first I gave it to my dad because I bought a new car that I'm still driving now, and it's been 10 years, but I'm about to get a new one. So whatever. It's a long story. Did you ever TP anybody's home? No, but that year when we went trick-or-treating, one of our friends went to the bathroom on somebody's front lawn because she was real nasty about giving us candy. That happened. That was a true story. I don't talk to that girl anymore because she's nuts. It's Friday night. Football game or party? Neither! Party. We used to do sleepovers a lot. We would go to somebody's house and we'd, watch anime, put people's bras in the freezer, joke about nails and tell riddles and stuff all night.
Invent amazing inside jokes that we still have.
Oh yeah.
15 years on almost, but we weren't
partiers. And
I went to one quarter of a football game.
That's more than I ever went to. I've still never been to a football game. I never had any interest in it. Also, don't forget we are East Coast. High school football means nothing out here.
Lacrosse was the big sport.
Lacrosse was the big sport.
We never went to a lacrosse game either because I don't think you could. I don't know. We didn't have
friends who were jocks.
We had friends who were in color guard and marching band and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we didn't have friends who were
didn't go see them either. Number 6. What kind of job did you have in high school? I worked for my county's. At this point, it was the transportation division. I only had a summer job. I didn't work during the school year because I was very focused on my studies, I guess. And my dad got me the job at the county, and I worked there for 1 year. The next summer, they decided they only wanted people who could wash buses. I was not a bus washer, and I went to my county's road and bridge division, and I stayed there all through college.
You were there for 6 or 7 years,
I was there for not that long, but I was in the county all total for about 5 or 6 years, yeah. It was a long time. It was good times. Number 7, what kind of job do you have now? I am an environmental consultant working at remediating a large oil refinery. Number 8, were you a party animal? Abso-fucking-lutely not.
We were the definition of goody two-shoes.
Majorly. I
didn't get invited to a party that had alcohol at it until
I was in, like,
Elyse
college?
was a senior in college.
Yeah.
And at that, the minute that, like, I found out that untoward things were happening, I took a shuttle bus back.
Number 9, were you a cheerleader? No. Number 10, were you considered a jock? No. Number 11, were you in band, orchestra, or choir? Yes! I played alto saxophone in my school's band
And
for
I
all
was in
4
choir.
years.
I was a lot of choirs.
Yeah, you were. I actually sat first chair for a while until somebody came in that was a real pain in the ass, and he was first chair. No, I'm not bitter. No. Number 12, were you a nerd? Do you even have to ask this question? Yes, I was a nerd. I was in the anime club for a year.
You were in the anime club for 2 years, but I think it fell apart after, like,
yeah, it fell apart eventually. My locker was decorated with pictures from animes and bands.
Like printouts.
I will pop in a picture of that because I also have a picture of me standing in front of my locker.
Ding! I never used my locker all 4 years of high school. I carried all of my books with me at all times because I was too slow to get to my locker and then to class. Yes, I was a nerd.
Number 13, did you get suspended or expelled? No! I was a fucking goody two-shoes. I got a lunch detention once because I checked my email during class. Yes, that legitimately happened. The one time I got a lunch detention was because I was in a computer class. I don't even remember what the class was. It was one where they tried to teach us Flash.
Multimedia presentation.
Yeah, it was like multimedia presentation, and
desktop publishing.
Yeah, it was desktop publishing. That's what it was. And I wanted to check my email, and I checked my email, and my teacher came up behind me and was like, "You've got lunch detention tomorrow," and I was like mortified because all I wanted to do was see if
We weren't on Neopets or anything.
No, I was literally checking my email. Okay, so I need to explain this one a little better because this was like 2001 when this happened. I was like a freshman or a sophomore, something like that. And it was so weird to have a web-based email. Most people did not. Most people used AOL mail or their regular, like, POP3 mail. And I had a Yahoo address.
A lot of people were using Outlook and other, like, clients.
So I used Yahoo Mail at the time, and I logged in, I'm pretty sure, to see if I'd gotten any, like, guest book comments on my personal web page, which I miss. But, yeah, that was annoying. Okay, number 14.
I hate me.
Can you sing the fight song? I don't think we had one.
No, Sarah says we did.
Well,
she's not here.
Yeah, she's not here.
She was in the marching band.
Yeah, she was in the marching band. I had no idea if we had one or not.
It's something that they only do at football games, so of course we don't know the fight song.
Number 15, I am going to omit because
we're not going to dox
I'm not going to dox myself. What was your school's full name? If you really want to know, I'm sure you could find out somehow, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, ask Sarah.
Number 16, what was your school mascot? Our school mascot was the Panther, which was pretty cool, actually.
It could have been way worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Racist.
It could have been racist. It could have been like the Fighting Scallions or whatever. Number 17, if you could go back and do it again, would you? No. I'm 31. High school was fine. I know a lot of people really hated it. It was fine for me. I had no great troubles. People mostly left me alone. I was smart, so I didn't have a whole lot of trouble with my classes. People-wise, it was fine. I had a lot of associates, shall we say. I mean, they weren't, like, friends, but they were definitely allies. You know, I could guarantee that if I was in a class, there was at least somebody I knew that I was friendly with.
And you did have, like, a good group of friends.
Yeah, I had a really good core group of friends, and I'm still friends with them. Some of them to this day. Like, I've been in some of their weddings. I've been to all of their weddings, just about. It's wild, really. Number 18, did you have fun at prom? I didn't go to prom. My mother would not allow me to go solo to the prom. She said I could only go if I had a date, and I was not allowed to go with just friends because
you would look gay.
Because people might think I was gay.
At least I'm not gay. Going with friends doesn't make you gay. But
it was just my mom's dumb rules. So I didn't go to prom. The first year, because we had a junior prom at our school. So for junior prom, instead, I went bowling. And I went with my friend Chrissy, and we ran into one of the guys that I'd known from school, or this guy Mike that might have liked me. I don't know. He was there with some people, and we bowled in our socks, and it was fun. We had a good time. And then everybody showed up after prom afterwards, but the bowling alley was only open for another, 20 minutes, so it was like, whatever, okay. Number 19, do you still talk to the person you went to prom with? As I did not go to prom, no, but I am still good friends with Chrissy, who I went bowling with, and I am still Facebook friends with that guy Mike that was at the bowling alley with us, so go figure. Number 20, are you planning on going to your next reunion? Well, I did go to my 10-year high school reunion. It was really weird because I was very different from the way I was in high school. I was kind of a bit more... You guys remember that one, it was a Teen Girl Squad episode where the wireless wizard
says that what's her face?
You will come into your own in college and thrive. That was me. That was very much me. I came into my own in college and thrived. And it was fine. I didn't have any trouble. I had fun, and it was weird because I remember, I was in the restroom. It was okay. So they had the reunion at a local bar kind of thing. They rented out the entire bottom floor of the place. It was like a dance.
It fancies itself as a pub.
It's a pub. I'm sorry.
Because there's food.
I went with my buddy Sarah and her husband, and my buddy Vicky and her. I think Mark was there. I don't remember if Mark was there.
They were married at the time too.
Whatever.
They're married now. Whatever.
Sarah's an art teacher. Vicky's a veterinarian. I, at the time, was
an environmental scientist.
And still am an environmental scientist. I found out that I am one of the, out of all of the people, there were 538 people in my graduating class.
And Elyse knows all the ones with advanced degrees.
Yeah, and I seem to know all of the ones with advanced degrees, because most of the people that I knew that were there didn't end up going beyond their bachelor's degree, which I found very interesting. A, because I have, and B, because they had all, made themselves out to be, super intelligent, going to school for, finance, and everybody went to school for finance, and I didn't understand that. That sounds so boring to me. I went to school for geology and had fun with rocks.
Okay.
But it was very eye-opening for me that I felt way more accomplished than a lot of the scrubs that I went to school with. Are you still in contact with people from school? Yes, I am.
Yep.
All three of them. No, more than that. I'm still either casual acquaintances with a couple of people on Facebook, some people that I don't see very much because they moved away. But
that's what sucks.
A lot of
people that we'd love to be in contact with, but we have no idea where they went.
Yeah, and one girl was murdered. But we're gonna end on a happier note. What are/were your school's colors? Our school's colors fucking ruled. They were silver, black, and red. So
you could be a goth.
You could totally be
and still participate in Spirit Days. What?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It didn't really mean a whole heck of a lot.
I didn't have a varsity jacket.
But
my choir robe was banging.
Yeah,
because we had really nice choir robes that were embroidered and stuff with the name of our school.
Yeah, our graduation robes were black. It was fine. They were great. Or were they red? I don't remember.
Our middle school, our 8th grade graduation robes were red,
and then high school were black. So anyway, that is a little snapshot into 2004. Didn't really get as far into school as I wanted it to get. I could do a whole video about just going to
teachers
school
and classes and academics.
And but maybe I'll save that. Maybe I'll save that a little bit closer to back to school.
And maybe we'll make our own tag.
Maybe we'll make our own tag. That'd be kind of cool.
So we don't have to not answer certain questions.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you'd like to see more YouTube tag videos, I will link the Disney World tag at the end of this video. That one was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that one. My social media links are in the description below. Question of the day. What was your favorite subject in school? I was a big fan of science, obviously. I also really liked calculus. Calculus was great. I had so much fun in that class.
As far as maths go, calc is one of the more interesting ones.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you'd like to see more from this channel, hit that little subscribe button, click the little bell. If you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later!